Crackin Natties. Crackin Natties.
And then nothing's better than talking over this.
Crackin Natties.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, nobody
F it. Let's crack some natties.
Welcome back. The second episode of what we could maybe call, I don't know, the second season. I don't know what we call that before, but he blew it. But I've got a special guest with me who's not that special, so there's no need for any of this by any means. I felt bad because he owns the place, so I figured I can't come in here every week and use this multi-million-dollar studio and barely talk to him, act like I don't know his kids, probably not friends with his wife, things like that. So I figured, all right, one time I'm going to bring him down here. He's not that good on the radio. He's very nervous. He's not very quick-witted, but you probably never heard of him or listened to anything that he's ever done. But I cannot think of a warmer welcome for you, Frank, than what I just gave you right there. Was that everything pretty good right there?
Yeah, I think it was fantastic. I mean, even the Cowboys let Jerry Jones call a play or two a game.
No shit, right? Exactly. But first of all, how's it feel being over there in the cheap seats, other than behind the big desk where?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
I like the view.
You do. It's not so bad, is it? Knocks you down a little bit, though, even though you're sitting higher than me for some reason. Did you do that on purpose? Come on down.
Oh, no, it's all...
You can't.
It's all the
son of a bitch. You knew that, didn't you?
Higher.
There you go. Yeah, there's Jerry Jones right there. Fuck the Cowboys. How about that? All right. Anyway, we're still calling it Skinny Calf Studios, am I right?
Skinny Calf Studios,
I like that. I like that a lot. We got one episode under our belts. I got one episode under my belt, and I decided, you know what? Switch it up a little bit, Let's get Frank down here. Me and Frank have actually done a show of Crackin Natties together. I think I've talked about it. I might have talked about it on your show, which I'd like to talk about in a little bit.
Okay.
One more while ago. You came over to my old house in my son's bedroom at the time,
right,
and you fucked everything up. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened that day?
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Real quick.
I get there, I think, you go on at 10? Is that?
I go on live at 10, baby.
Right, hard in. So I get there, I have all this equipment, because you were just screaming into a Teddy Rock spin.
That's it.
At one point, and it was going over the internet, which was really impressive. Yeah. But so I had this little board. It was a cheap little piece of shit, but it worked for what I needed it to at the radio station. I think Shiloh and I did a podcast for a little bit with it as well. It's not that great. It's not this.
Not to butt in, Frank's been in radio for over 30 years, so he knows everything about it, and he makes no mistakes when it comes to technology and when it comes to radio. So he brings over this pile of radio stuff that he probably picked up at a garage sale on the way to the famous podcast and sets it all up. So I figured this will be great. Frank is the exact opposite of how I introduced him. Very funny, very witty and all that. I'm like, this is going to be good. So anyway, we went live together for an intro for Crackin Natties back in the day, and we absolutely killed it for about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
We pimped the show up, Twitter, Facebook, everything. Got everybody we could think about. It was one of the most listened to shows that I ever had back in the day. Like 70, by the way. No, laugh your fucking face. It was like 70 people listened to it. And I'm like, I think that was pretty good. And about 10 minutes in, Frank's like, oh, fuck. I don't think something's right. I'm like, what do you mean? And then what happened?
So it's a little board, and
that's what
there's a bunch of buttons that needed pushed in, and they were different than from what the settings were when I used it before. So I just couldn't remember, and I felt awful.
Translation: Frank was a little jealous that somebody else got themselves a radio show. And figured, hey, how can I screw this up for this guy? Comes over, brings all of his Radio Shack equipment, and sabotages my multi-million listener show.
Yep.
And in 10 minutes, You ruined everything for me.
I did.
So I figured I'd have him back and
still-
ruin everything for him
Yeah,
tonight.
none of this is getting recorded, by the way.
I hope not. It can't be as good as. No, it won't be.
But yeah, no, that was completely my fault, and I'll take complete credit for that.
That is in the past, my friend. We're turning over a new leaf of Crackin Natties. Season 2. And also, it's verbally and punctually spelled correct this time. Did you notice that? Mm-hmm. I had it spelled Natty because that's what I liked.
Yeah.
And I've got a 3rd grade education, and that's what sounds right to me. Natties and all its ease.
Yeah.
But I got it
plural
spelled
possessive.
Yeah, exactly. What? But so anyway, I've got you here. I'm glad you're here. We've got somewhat of a show, but before we get into the bulk of the show and we go through what we do every week, what we're gonna go through every week on this show, like I said, I want to give you a half of a minute or so and I mentioned it on the last show about your show that you and another guy do, real quick, as quick as you can. We've only got so much time tonight. Tell us about your other show that you do that's way less important than this one right here, please.
So it's
30 seconds.
One more and we all go. You need a little timer. Tick, 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 tick.
Siri set timer for 30 seconds. 29.
So it's called One More and We All Go. Brad, my buddy Brad and I host it, and it was actually Brad's idea. It was supposed to be called Blue Collar Conversations, but that podcast name was already taken, so I suggested One More and We All Go, which is something my father-in-law says when you're drinking around a fire.
It's something everybody says.
I'd only heard it
We'll
from
get to
him.
that later.
So basically we just have guys, blue-collar guys. We've had a couple white-collar guys. Brad thinks what I do is blue-collar because it's a farm station, but it's really a white-collar job. And then we just bullshit for about an hour, 40 minutes or so.
I talked to Brad, and he said he called it blue collar because you're poor.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now.
I don't want to throw him under the bus. But I'm saying what he told me. He told me not to tell you, but I said there's no rules on my show, so I'm going to tell him whatever the fuck I want. So
That's fine. All this shit in here, my wife bought.
have you ever considered calling it "All My Rowdy Friend Are Coming Over Tonight"? I know we can. Ding 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 ding. Can we ding 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 ding.
The rule is you get 7 seconds of any copywritten material before you have to pay for it.
Well, my party pad is out in Hollywood, and then we'll cut off it, and then we'll talk about something else.
Yeah.
All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
That's superb. Yeah, absolutely.
This is rockin' ramblin', Frank. It works.
Yes. Son of a bitch.
But anyway, so
Want to be a producer?
no, I don't. I don't want to do anything because I have no clue how to do freaking anything besides talk like an absolute moron into this. But like I said last week, one of the bigger influences of why I decided to start doing this thing again, and they had me on their show One More and We'll Go, and it was so much fun. And it got me thinking, and Frank's wife, Shiloh, also has been hounding me and my family and everybody. Frank, I got this studio, and finally I caved because I'm such a big deal. and it's such a popular show, son of a bitch. But no, and I'm back, and I couldn't thank you more, and I appreciate you. This is the serious part of the show where I thank you for letting me use your motherfucker. Just as I'm done. How do you, where's the, oh, fuck, I can't do it.
There's no exit on the deal.
Perfect. So, that's the intro. 9 minutes, that could be a show.
Yeah.
Almost. I listened to when you and Brad just did just you two.
Yeah, the hosts.
It was pretty good. It actually was my walk. I walk now because
you can't run.
Because I can't run. Because you want to keep going?
You're overweight.
Yes.
Maybe you're too tall.
Yep.
To run.
Nope.
It's
You
been
hit
windy.
the first. Yep.
It's been windy recently.
No,
you're worried
everything's
about being assaulted. Jeopardy's on at the same time.
all of those things. And turns out it was a 54-minute episode, and turns out my fucking run is my walk is 54 minutes long.
So you got to run the block, and then
this is just going to be laughs and burps. This is so stupid.
dueling burps.
All right. Well, that was Frank, everybody. Could you go? Thank. And oh my God, sorry about that. We'll edit it all out. All right. Anyway. He didn't leave. He's back. All right. So, first things first, like we always do, and I don't give a shit. Unless it's off season, we're going to begin. And Frank, you just sit over there. You don't have to say anything during this because I know you don't give a good goddamn of what I'm about to talk about. You should, but you don't. It's talking about Buffalo Bills football. All right, so last Sunday, we had our second home game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, usually in the past, you would think, holy shit. Another Bills-Pittsburgh, AFC, not rivalry, but it's going to be a good game. Well, times have changed a little bit in both eras of this team, of these teams. We have Kenny Pickett, star rookie from Pitt, that made his first career start ever against a good Bills team with arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, and I'll stand by it. Your mic shut off, so don't even think about saying anything else. And so
Charlie Batch.
Yeah. And so I'm nervous before every game. It doesn't matter who we're playing, whether it's the Jags, who beat us last year, or the Chiefs, who we play this Sunday. It doesn't matter if it's the Super Bowl or Week 1 or preseason or nothing. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a Bills game. I'm nervous. I'm hyped. It started out just like every other Bills game, shaky as shit. 0-5 this year on coin tosses, so for the 5th game in a row, we received the kickoff. What's his nuts, doesn't matter. Forgot how to catch a football or pick it up. Tackled at the 2-yard line. All right, at this point, things are already going bad because there's also a 35-mile-an-hour swirling wind and a consistent 16-mile-an-hour wind blowing in Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's not good. First down, up the gut, nothing. Second down, trash, nothing. Fucking just punt the ball. Third down, 98-yard pass touchdown to Gabe Davis. That's okay. That's the biggest play in Bills history. That's the longest play ever. Things are looking pretty good. Now, that was awesome. It was the coolest. Josh Allen threw it 45 yards with both feet in his air because he can throw it 200 with both on the ground. All right. It was freaking sweet. Ensuing kickoff. Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Steelers of old, forgot how to catch a football too. Fumbled the punt. The Bills got it back. I'm like, we are going to fucking blow these guys out. Which we did, but it doesn't matter right now. It's only 7-0. We run 3 awful, stupid plays, miss a field goal because Tyler Bass kicked it right into the back of the center, pretty much it looked like. I'm pissed again. On the other hand, Kenny Pickett, he can throw the ball. By the way, if you're a Steelers fan and maybe listen to this show, you've got yourselves a franchise quarterback. I can tell you right now, you will forget about Big Ben in 2 to 3 years. Just like it only took us 15 years to forget about Jim Kelly, give or take a year or two. Big Ben will be a thing of the past come 2 or 3 years, and the Steelers at one point, because they got a good running back, they've got a good defense when TJ Watt gets healthy. Push come to shove, the Bills absolutely blew them out. The first half, it was 31-3. The wheels came off. They scored a touchdown, made it 38-3 in the second half. Josh Allen didn't even play in the fourth quarter. It was an absolute blowout. Another thing is we're 4-1 with an onslaught of injuries still. We aren't even close to 100%. We're going to get a little bit better coming into Kansas City on Sunday, but what we're doing, a 91-point differential and score differential, which is unheard of right now. Just number 1 offense, number 2 defense. It's best case scenario right now, and everybody's only going to get healthier. So all things looking up besides going into Kansas City, which, did you happen to catch any of that game Monday night?
I did. I caught a little bit of it, but weren't they down like 1 million to
17-0? 17-0 right out of the gates pretty much. But you got to understand, Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter what the score is. We saw that 3 years ago in the playoffs where they went down 24-0 to the Houston Texans. You could still tell that this game wasn't over. You don't come back. You never come back down from 17. Well, the Bills did against Raymond. It doesn't matter. But they were down 17-0. They went down on the next drive and scored 17-7. Like right there, the Chiefs scored in like 7 plays. You could look back and be like, I think this could be over. It ended up being a great game. Raiders decided to go for 2 when it was 29-30 to make it 31-30 Raiders. They missed it. The final score ended up being 30-29. there was like 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They probably should have kicked an extra point to make it 30-30, play defense. But fuck it, you're in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Go for it. We're 1-3. They lost 30-29. The Chiefs win.
God hates a coward.
God hates a coward. And so it doesn't matter who's playing on what. You go into Kansas City with Mahomes. I don't care if me and you are playing for the Chiefs. They're going to be competitive. And I don't like to talk that big dick shit about the Bills because I don't want to brag on them and be like, we're going to go to Kansas City and we're going to beat the shit out of them. In the back of my mind, I feel that, but you can't say that shit because it'll always come back and haunt you. We talk about how good the Chiefs potentially can be.
Yeah.
Now, they've obviously lost their star receiver, Tyreek Hill, to the Dolphins, who's doing okay there. But as long as Mahomes, quarterback, just like I say, as long as Allen is quarterback for us, and I am also one of those guys, annoyingly, says us and we,
I get it.
It's stupid.
I get it.
But you know what? Fuck it, Frank. I put in my time. I put in my time to where I can say that. 30 plus years makes you're able to say us and we.
I'm
so
waiting for
even
my
though
time.
it's annoying, yeah, you got to get your time.
I'm waiting for my time.
You can't get beat 29-0 by the Patriots being a Lions fan over there because I know you're a Lions fan. Don't think I don't know you're a Lions fan.
That hurt. Yeah. Yeah. I fell in love with the Lions Barry Sanders Day, man. I mean, Thanksgiving, he's rushing for 1 million yards. They lose by 14. But
exactly. I mean, Mike, how did you become a Bills fan? It was a Super Bowl. I was 9. I don't know. I tell everybody, I could have been a Giants fan. They got beat, and then they got beat, and then they got beat, and then they got beat.
4 in a row.
All I had to do was become
man.
a Giants fan. They've won 2 Super Bowls since that time. I'd fucking hate being a Giants fan just because I wouldn't be a Bills fan. Doesn't matter. But so that's, and as far as right now goes, I'm not going to the game, and I'd like to put that in big parentheses because as of right now, I'm not going to the game. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we wake up Sunday morning. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so
I got to say, I love Bills fans. I would say the Bills have become my number 2 team. I'll never root against the Bills.
It became a thing in the last 20 years because it's like how I could not root against the Lions because it sucks when the team is habitually bad. Now, I've got another good buddy named Trey who listens to the show, who's a huge Lions fan. Once we want to go to Detroit Thanksgiving Day, 11:30 a.m., Buffalo at Detroit Thanksgiving Day. Why not go?
Great game.
Why not go?
Because your mom won't let you.
Because my mom won't let me. Exactly why. But nobody hates Detroit, really. I mean, how can you hate Detroit? They're
it's like hating
habitually
your cousin who
losing.
has a limp.
Exactly, right?
Like you're going to hate that kid?
Yeah.
Come on.
You hate the handicapped kid?
He's never done
Dare
nothing
you.
to you. But what I love about Bills fans is that they're so fucking loyal. I can cuss on this show, right? I've never heard a swear.
I can cuss on this show.
They are so flippin' loyal.
Right.
Like I was in the airport a couple weeks ago, and a bunch of people wearing Bills gear. I just walked by, go Bills, and they automatically go Bills, and just went about their day.
It is standard for hello. How's it going? How's the week been?
Yeah.
How's everything else in your life? How's the kids? How's work?
So it's
How's
just,
everything? That is the only way. If you say go Bills and somebody says go Bills, everything's going to be fucking okay. It is. It's unbelievable. It's great. It's awesome. But every team, all 32 teams have a very loyal fan base.
Yeah.
But some get kind of, like you. I've been to Kansas City a million times. Yeah, they're loyal as shit. But, it's just like I couldn't imagine liking any other team. So it's fun, and I'm going to harp on it as long as I can. You didn't think I'd ever play that, did you?
I never thought you would. I love it.
I was there for the 17, 18-year drought where they sucked every year. Now, 20 minutes into this show, it's not a Buffalo Bills show, all right? You have to know that. We've got a lot of shit to get to.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of shit to get to. Also, obviously, including Power rankings.
Oh, I'm so fucking excited for that.
It seems to be a little bit of a hit.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You know
I
what
thought
it's
this
called? In the radio business, that's called a benchmark.
a benchmark. See, I didn't know that. So now we're gonna have to, because we spent so much time on the intro and your fucking show that I told you 30 seconds. It felt like you rambled on for like
32.
forever.
It was 32.
Forever. And I've got all these headlines to get to.
Flip off.
So since I spent so much time on the Bills, so that's Bills in a nutshell. I don't even know what we got, or we ended up talking about the past, but I put in my time so I can say we and us. We're gonna stop at that. Huge game, biggest game of the year this week. Win or lose, it's not gonna break or make, but it's gonna be huge. I'll probably be there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Also tonight, puck drops at 9 p.m. This is new for me. This is my second year being a diehard Edmonton Oilers fan. I am not going to bore any of you guys with the details of why the Oilers are the greatest. All you need to know is Connor McDavid is the greatest hockey player of all time. Not even better. Not even. Wayne Gretzky's okay compared to this guy. It's too much. But I'm a diehard Oilers fan now, me and my babe are, and the puck drops tonight at 9 o'clock. They're in Edmonton against the Canucks. That's Canadian hockey, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's the
They don't fuck
NHL.
around.
They do not fuck around up there, and these guys are diehard killer, and I will go to Edmonton this season at some point, whether it be during this season or the playoffs, because they will make the playoffs. They will make a run at the Cup. They will not be denied again. Fuck the Avalanche. Fucking cheaters. Fuck the Flames. All right. We don't need to spend a lot of time on that, but we're going to talk about the Oilers for a little bit. Leon Draisaitl, my favorite Oiler, but Hart Trophy winner, early odds. If you can get money on him, put it on Connor McDavid, number 97. He's the greatest. All right. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
All right. It's time for headlines.
Headlights.
What's
Just
what?
I fucking love it.
What? It's time for headlines.
Headlines.
Jeez, you guys laughing for no reason. All right, everybody. First things first, top of the story, we need a GOAT update. GOAT update.
That's new.
What do you mean that's new?
new.
It's not even me. I need to retract last week a little bit about, I don't know if you listened or not,
fuck
Frank.
yes.
Frank is a good GOAT's name, by the way.
I have a story about goats, but we're
Don't
crunched
you
for time. We're
even
crunched for
fucking
time.
dare tell your story about goats. I think I overreacted a little bit on how good the goats were. Goats are a little sloppy.
If anything, it was under.
You think I underrated the goats?
Oh God.
Well, I've started since I crossed where they've been mowing. Pretty much all they do is expose like homeless people's belongings, and it's just like it's almost like you know when you have a boy that approaches you like 10 or 11 years old and wants to start a mowing business, so you give him like $10 to mow your yard, and he
Just does a shitty job.
mows like every other and leaves like 2-inch paths and candy bar wrappers everywhere. And the goats, I love them. They're lovable goats. I think after watching them for over a week that I think their effort could be a little bit better. I mean, they have one job to do, and I think they're doing a very poor job at it. That's the only thing. And I'm not trying to downplay. Like I compared them to the XJ 9000 new
Sweet kicks.
lawnmower that John Deere's coming out with that can mow 2 acres in 2 seconds. I'd go with the John Deere mower maybe because I love the goats. All right. But I was told by a few buddies who happened to come upon the show, maybe a little less goat talk this time.
That doesn't sound right. Maybe get new friends.
No, I barely got any as it is, but I just think maybe I think I got their head a little bit big. Maybe the goats somehow listened to the show, and now all of a sudden they slacked off. And they keep moving them from pin to pin, like to try to. I'm like, I don't think the goats are even eating anymore. And now they're just a couple of them are pregnant, and having babies. I think they've turned Big Lake into some sort of sex soiree party. I don't.
You think there's like a
I'm worried about
encampment of the homeless down there listening
No, I
to
think
it?
something fucked up is going
Just
on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bluetoothing it through a karaoke machine?
I don't. There's 25 goats. I said 23. There's 25 now, and by the end of all the goats, there could be hundreds of goats by.
They're like rabbits.
Because they're fucking, right?
Well, the horny goats.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's on the list of 110, but fucking like rabbits, it might be on the list. But I don't like to divulge anything that's on that list of 110. But I never realized how rabbits got so much credit for all. Like, they're that good at, they do that much sexing that they're screwing like rabbits. Everybody's screwing like rabbits. We're a long way from power rankings, but how did they get the title of? Like, weren't they screwing like, I don't know, middle-aged adults?
I think it's because guys in the Oregon Trail couldn't tell the difference between two rabbits, so they just thought there was a bunch of them in the trail, you know?
And that's it. That has to be it. So
They didn't know what twins were back then.
So, top story, goat update.
Okay.
And
Nailed it.
I just think that it's goat update. You know what? Fuck. This is. Hey, did you hear about this one? This is serious. I heard this on Via VIA
Via.
rideshare program that has just started in New York City, Chicago, and DC. 3 big ones. And you know what we got here? We've got ourselves an Uber, a Lyft, and all that thing put into one. And guess what we've got? We have got driverless cars on a rideshare program, and they're up and they're active in the 3 big ones.
Is it robots taking
Yep.
to the Quick Mart?
Yep.
Fucking A.
you
What a
believe
time
it?
to be alive. What a time to be alive.
Now, let me ask you this, Frank. Would you ever, in your life, get one of these and say you downloaded the Via, I can't get out of here, the Via app, and all of a sudden pulls up and Johnny number 5 is behind the wheel. Are you getting in there?
Shit, I'm gonna be nervous. How am I coming from a bar?
Listen, you also, yeah, you're coming from anywhere.
Well, then
but
I don't
also,
care.
listen, you can't ask me any questions about this because all
all you have is the
I
headline.
wrote down. I heard it. I might have heard it on another stupid radio show. But so they're doing driverless. Now, let me ask you this: where do you sit in something like this? Like, you just get right in the back, or do you sit in the passenger seat in case you gotta take over? Can you sit in the driver's seat? Like, what? Why? Why are we doing this? I think this is a complete abomination of rideshare programs, which I'm not even 100% sure what. I just know I got an Uber app on my phone. That's all I know. Hell, last time I was in Vegas, I took a taxi. Okay, it was quicker, it was the same price, but now we got these robots that are driving us from place to place with minds of their own. Could be taking us, I mean, yeah, Uber drivers at least take you out in the middle of the desert and tell you they're going to kill you. What are these guys going to do? Just
kill you. Just run it off a bridge.
Yeah.
So you got these taxi drivers, like these fucking robots are coming in and they're just fucking taking everything.
Hey, how am I supposed to make a living over here when I got these moolies trying to do this and that with this? How am I supposed to do it?
You got some fucking tech kid just sending his car out while he's asleep.
Yeah. How am I even supposed to pay my child support when I got this Johnny number 5, short circuit number 3 trying to come at me? Huh? I don't like it. I think we are not. I don't think. Even being 2022, when I thought in 2005 we were going to have robots taking over the world, I don't think we're there yet. I think it's dumb. I think we got a good thing that what we've got going with the normal Uber, Lyft. Fuck, there's a few others. What did I hear that by 2025 California is going to be all electrical, right?
Water, all in underwater.
Yep. Did you? Florida. I talked about this last week. Ian took care of that. It's the other side of the world that we're talking about. But I don't know. I mean, I thought it because I'm like, it'll be fun to goof on it. But also, in a serious note, I guess it'd be fun to get behind the wheel. And if they're just going a couple blocks to take you to, it'd be like, hey, I just used that thing and everything was cool and he didn't kill me, but now he's inside my brain. I don't know.
Where's the risk? Where's the adventure in taking a ride home if you're not possibly going to be murdered? It reminds me of a time I was in Chicago, and I know you don't give a fuck.
I do.
But I was at a conference thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be real cool, and I'm going to go see the new Fantastic Four movie. So I go to the theater in Chicago, It's like 11 o'clock show, and I get out, and I keep getting approached by homeless people.
Right.
Like, hey, can I get a buck? Can I get a buck? And, starting to run out of bucks. So finally, this one guy comes over. He's like, hey, can I get $2? I'm like, I tell you what, I will give you $5 if you walk with me to my hotel.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, why? I was like, because all these other guys aren't going to bother me if you're walking with me. So sure enough, he walked me all the way to my hotel. I didn't get hassled again. I gave him a 5-spot, and it was on the way. That's when I invented homeless chauffeur.
That's not bad.
It was a great day, yeah.
When he left the next morning, how was it like...
Oh, no, he stayed for a couple of days. It was a long conference.
See, that's the only thing that I worry about
Yeah.
something like that is then he like latches on like, I got to cook him breakfast.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, we ordered in.
Right. This is not good. This is the last time. 30 minutes, Frank. We should be almost done right now. We just got into headlines. All right. I read a story this morning. Did you hear about this one?
That's got to be in the power rankings. Did you hear about this one?
No, but you had to have heard about this one. Did you hear about the asteroid that was coming?
Oh, I think this is QAnon bullshit, isn't it?
I don't know what that means because I don't do that stuff, but I saw it on the news. So NASA saw like 15 million miles away. Maybe that could be exaggerated. But they had to do this and that and this and that. So they started spouting all of these things about trying to shoot the asteroid out of the air and how they're going to do it. And all the time I'm sitting back there thinking like, mercy, I don't speak Japanese. And I've been wanting that for a while. And what did they do? So many million miles away, they shot a rocket, one of our spaceships, to change the trajectory. Oh, it's a tough one.
Nailed it.
Of the asteroid. Did it. They showed a live. It was Armageddon. It was seriously Armageddon without all of the hysterics and Bruce Willis and all the greatness and all of the Oscar nods that it should have gotten. And this ship, I shit you not, went, bumped it, blew it up. I wish I was joking. You have to look into it. Threw it off trajectory. It is absolutely jeers and cheers inside NASA Area 50, wherever the fuck they are, and blew it off its course. Millions of miles away. Did you hear about that one?
I did hear about that one. I didn't know it was an imminent threat. But now I feel safer.
It could have been an imminent threat to your great-great-grandchildren, so you better get serious about it. My
kids.
God. Did you hear about this guy? Oh, he's back. So you know I don't like to get too political, right? But is there? I don't know if there's a way you can hear this. Our president. I'm not political. I don't swing. I don't swing either way.
Right.
But some of this shit is way too good. Joe Biden, POTUS. Is that what you say?
Yep, POTUS.
He started his speech with just 2 words. Did you hear about these 2 words?
Nope.
Off with 2 words. Made in America. Made in America. Let me start off with 2 words.
One more time. 2 words.
Made in America. Made in America.
All right. I didn't pass any school with flying colors, but I learned how to count to more than 3. He summed up everything with 2 words. Made in America.
I think you're wrong, buddy.
What do you got? Are you in the school of Hard Knocks that says words like in and of and the don't count as words?
No, they absolutely count as words. What I'm saying is he didn't say made in America.
Keep going.
Lady Liberty, man. Made in America.
Oh, maiden.
She's a maiden.
Holy shit. I shouldn't even have had this segment. I didn't even think about that.
I don't want to give anybody any credit for anything, but I'm just saying. Made in America.
Made in America. M-A-I-D-E-N.
I just blew the wad. That could be a fucking T-shirt, Crackin Natties.
Made
in America.
I honestly thought I had something there to call our president dumb. So I was thinking about, you know what? I am not going to make this a one-sided thing because I think I ripped on Biden a little bit last week with when he wasn't sure that somebody very important had passed away in a car accident. That's morbid stuff. So did you catch this? Did you hear about this guy? back in August of 2016, before he was named president, somebody else had something on his mind.
In new dollars and wealth to come pouring into our country. And, by the way, into cities like right here in Detroit.
Did you hear that?
I'm a Detroit fan, and
Do you
I
need
love them titties.
Before he was president, 2 months before he was president, my man, I don't give a fuck. This player was so engulfed in women and shit, he said titties instead of cities. And it's why I think it's one of the best drops bites ever. Can you really mess that up? I mean, I consider how you can say like you can fuck up some words but cities, titties. Player had one thing on his mind, did he not?
Yeah. Who was in the front row?
Oh, you in Detroit?
Yeah,
The Players Club?
Just
you know who was in the front row.
Jugs up right
The
up
Hard
front.
Knock Life in the front row?
Yeah.
You know that shit. And
He's like Brett Michaels. When Brett Michaels is on stage, he's bringing all the big cities up.
you know it. And you don't. I mean, I understand how Biden's just gotten himself a little bit out of focus and but Trump's cared about one thing since the dawn of Christ.
Yeah.
Pussy. See you in 24.
That's all it is. Pussy 2024.
And I also looked up just to try to be fair. George W. Bush had some good ones. I couldn't find anything under like 5 minutes, but
because it took him that long to get the word out. Yeah.
But the best thing about George W. Bush was that he was our president 24/7. That's 24 hours a week, 7 months a year. And I hate that I had to steal that. Strategery.
We did it.
I will get a drop for politics sooner than later, like I've got for everything else, because I want to talk about politics every
And I hope
week.
it just is like polyp tips.
Polygamy ticks. Pray for no ticks. Something like that. All right, so this is something where I want to get your opinion on. Going back to the sports scene a little bit.
Okay.
I think it needs to be addressed, especially by somebody with this many listeners that covers this much ground. We need to talk about this roughing the passer thing. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this thing?
Son of a bitch.
Have you heard about it? Have you seen it? Did you see what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Can you
I got
believe
my
what's
ear
happening?
to the pulse.
Now, Frank, I don't need to tell you how important the NFL to me is. It's not important to anybody else. It's not important. It's not as important to anybody else besides me. You don't give a fuck about it. I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your face. We're nose to nose right now looking at each other, and I can feel it. But this is my passion, all right?
I should
College
get two
football-
microphones in here.
Oh, my God, no shit. Yeah, or require shorts or underwear. Stop it. But this is something that I hold dear to my heart, which is the National Football League. It's my favorite. I love college football. It's great. It's fun to gamble on. I don't have a favorite team, really. I tried, but doesn't matter. NFL, I love it. And I cannot see it be brought down and be wrecked by some bullshit like, it is football. You know how to play football. You've seen football. Football happens and guys get hurt, okay?
Yeah.
Bad things happen, and real bad things happen. Like, you know what's happening when you're playing football. We've gotten to the point where we've got these gods that play football, or shall we say God that plays football, known as
Brady.
Tom Brady. Well,
Or should I, let me redo that. Brabby.
I will get a drop as soon as braces. All right. The poor Atlanta Falcons have never, ever, they're 0-10 against Tom Brady in their career. The team, the Atlanta Falcons. Early on in the game, getting pretty much handled by Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Make a comeback. Bring it back to 21-15. Got Tampa Bay set up 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 15 from their own 20, 25. Brady drops back to pass. A dude sacks him. I mean, it is as sackable. I mean, it is putting milk into a grocery sack. And the fucking flag flies. Oh, you got to be kidding me. There's no time. There's not time. The Falcons get the ball back. They come down. They make a bid to score a touchdown. They finally beat Brady. Just fucking fireworks. It would be great for everybody. I don't care if you're a Falcons fan or whatever. It would just be amazing. Instead, they throw the flag. Patriots are able to take a knee, run out the game. Also, in his 45-year career, Tom Brady has never lost 3 games in a row.
Ever.
Jesus. That's bullshit in its own. He never has. I've been a Bills fan for 30 years. I've seen him lose 3 in a row like 40 different times. I mean, it's normal. I'm like, wow, that snaps a 3-game skid. Oh, only 3? That ain't bad. We only lost 3 in a row. Now we're back on track. He's never, the son of a bitch, has never lost 3 in a row. All because of this pussy. It's bad. And then, to top it all off, on Monday night, Mahomes gets, or the Chiefs, Chris Jones sacks Derek Carr, strips the ball from him, has possession of the ball. They go down on the ground and gets called for roughing the passer. The ball changed hands. It changed possessions. And then later on in the game, Mahomes gets roughed up. There's no call. I don't know. Push comes to shove. Devontae Adams starts spitting and pushing around on media guys. It's all because of this roughing the passer thing. I don't know what needs to happen, but they're addressing it and everything. But don't ruin my game. They tried to do it with pass interference, challenging it a couple years ago. Major fail. Yeah. They're not going to be able to challenge it. They're never going to overturn the ref's original call. They just got to figure out, here's the standard, here's this. All because of Tua got a concussion and 300-degree heat against the Bills in Miami. It's all coming full circle.
We can agree that Tua shouldn't have came back in that game.
Absolutely not. Should have not came back in the game. And probably shouldn't have played against the Bengals
Absolutely
the next
not.
game.
He's going to be like Muhammad Ali in like 12 years.
Like I said in my last show, a fucking major brain scientist, analyst guy said he should retire if he's smart. Holy shit. Imagine if somebody told you that. Imagine if somebody told you right now that you're so weird at radio that you should retire right now. What would you do? You'd probably keep doing it, wouldn't you?
What are you, my therapist?
Jesus criminy. I mean, who am I to judge you?
You've listened.
I've listened.
So bad.
But so there's nobody, no 2 people talking about it are going to figure out what to do with the roughing the passer rule.
If we tried,
we have to get back to football. The big hits, the big plays, concussion. No, we not playing with concussions. We're not doing that.
Right.
But football's football. You do this because you make fucking $30 million a year. And you're the greatest athlete ever. Nobody wants to see you get hurt. Nobody wants you to die. But we got fandom and stardom and fucking the Super Bowl on the line here. So, and this is the roughing the passer call almost ruined 2 games in 1 week. And it ruined the Dolphins who went through the 3rd-string quarterback last week because Teddy Bridgewater got sacked. And they looked at him like, fuck, he doesn't look like. Teddy Bridgewater's never looked right. And they're like, nope, get him out of here. And then they got their 3rd-string guy, and the Jets beat him 500-6. So it's all come down. The Tua thing has stemmed into the roughing the passer thing, which is stemming into touch football. So fix it or keep it the same or what the freak?
I think a little continuity and a little consistency would really go a while. Give everybody, because with the Mahomes deal, that guy tossed him to the ground. Not a Chiefs fan, but he threw Mahomes.
That didn't get called.
That did not get called. But then the Brady thing, he pretty much he swaddled him like a newborn baby and gently placed him in the crib.
A little bit of feeding?
Yeah,
Fed him.
Just gave him a little bit, yep.
Good night,
Rocked
Texas, whatever. Yeah.
A little swaddle rock, put him down.
I just don't want it to ruin the game because I love the NFL more than anything. So,
then we need to get rid of Brady. Getting rid of Tom Brady.
Well, as soon as his transition is complete,
let's get a transition into a 25-year-old and start for the Packers.
A good volleyball player. I don't know, but you can see it. You can see it in his cheekbones. Like when you can see like his food come, like, well, he doesn't eat, but like it's almost like when a mother, like somebody, Giselle used to probably feed him, like spit food in his mouth. And
almonds. That's it. She'd crunch up some almonds.
Now you've heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. Something's wrong with Tom Brady.
Yep, TB12. It's 12 calories a day.
It's might be 12 calories a day. Don't ruin my favorite thing in the world. Not important. 44 minutes. God damn it, Frank. I don't know if I can ever have you back. You drag on my show like this. You think we should get to it? Let's get to it. Power rankings. All right. I skipped 2 news stories for this, by the way.
I love it.
And I was going to ask you about the ice cream man. But we're not going to talk about it. We'll leave it for the next day because he showed up at the house the other night.
Son of a bitch.
Not like personally showed up, but he had his 87 Caravan that they refused to update the fucking ice cream truck. Like, hey kids, look at me. I kill people.
I'm here for hot moms and sell ice cream.
We'll get to it another time. Where's your sister at? What? Power rankings. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So I asked Alexa again last night, and I was going to do this just so nobody thought that I actually put any stupid thought into it. And I was going to have you, please get in there. There you go. Get a taste of the real, get in there. So I asked Alexa to give me a number between 1 and 110, and she gave me number 25. And I didn't put any thought into it, but number 25 is no pain, no gain.
Oh, that's a good one.
Have you heard of this one?
I've heard of that one.
I'm 41. I don't know about you.
40. We went to high school together, whatever.
Oh, okay. No pain is how I try to live my life day to day.
And I live mine with no gain.
So if I were to get pain, there would be zero gain. So what are we talking? Are we talking about children? Are we talking about... When has there ever been a time where no pain was no gain? Like if my back isn't completely broken in half, there's no way I'm going to be able to proceed with my life. If I don't cut myself with a chainsaw, how are you even going to finish this job, bro? Is that no pain, no gain? Tell me what that really means. What are we talking about? No pain equals I'm going to be fucking great. But if there's no pain, we didn't get anything done. So at the end of the day, man, I feel pretty good. Well, here's your paycheck. It's a pile of leaves because there's no gain. What's pain? Is that a real thing?
Good try, boys. You'll get hurt tomorrow.
Yep. Well, nobody got hurt today. We're not playing tomorrow. Yep. There will be no gain. The ref said on that play, gain of 8. Nobody got hurt. 2nd and 10. Well, wait a minute. Just because no pain, no gain. Explain it. Can you?
You can't. No.
Does it make any sense?
It does. If you want to talk philosophically, yeah. No?
I don't ever want to talk philosophically.
Okay.
Phil?
Then it makes no sense.
No Phil? No sense.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing what they tried to say was if you didn't get hurt a little bit, then you weren't advancing yourself
appreciating
a little bit.
The process.
I think it derived from pornography films in the early 80s, late 70s,
right when anal was invented.
And then it just grew to like some sort of like this is how we're gonna like coaches and stuff is like this is how we're gonna construct our team. Like if we're not verbally and mentally and creaming these guys and making cream.
Are we still on the porn?
I don't know. I got to get out of this, but then there's not going to be any gain. No pain, no gain. I really think got misused a little bit because I appreciate no pain. I still am in pain most days, and little gains, very little gains. But
I imagine it started at a buffet.
No pain, no gain.
If you don't eat until it hurts, were you even there?
You could actually use it in everyday life, like, even like a keyboardist or something like a receptionist or whatever. Do you have carpal tunnel yet? Then why did you even come to work today? Who are you?
Even trying?
Sally, get the fuck out of my office right now. I want you out of here, and don't ever come back unless there's no gain. But wait a minute, see nobody.
You quit bringing that weak stuff in here.
Yeah. I don't do anything unless there's pain and gains. All right.
This could be like a one for you, one for me sort of. Then we cut off a limb, cut off a finger.
These are called notable gains.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy with a stump.
Yeah.
He's good at his job.
Look at all his gains. Now, you know Alexa has a mind of her own. So number 69.
Nice.
But number 69 is Happy Trails.
Ooh, that's... I've heard that a time or two.
A little overused, isn't it?
A little bit. A little...
What are we talking about here?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Happy trails. I'm out.
You know what? It's been so long since I've seen you. You know what? But Happy Trails. Is he talking about the interstate? Like, Happy Trails. What do you... Like, for what? Like, trails. I'm from the city. There's no...
There's no trail.
And obviously, any trail that I've been on has been less than happy. What do we...
Yeah.
Should we be saying this to each other?
What is it? The Trail of Tears cut right through here, right?
How far back did this go? To Oregon?
It has to.
All the way back to the Oregon
I
Trail?
think there's a whole song.
Didn't that end in a slaughter?
All good trails do.
What the fuck? Why would anybody say that? Well, it's been a great weekend. Happy trails. Oh, God. You don't mean that, do you?
Am I being murdered? Am I in a Wells Fargo stagecoach?
Happy trails? I've never been on one. It's never ended good. We've been on bike trails before. Those have been pretty happy trails.
Yeah.
But never really ended well. A flat tire, got too drunk. It's never been like that happy. Yeah. I think we got to stop using it. And you know what? It also might be a thing of the way past, like the Oregon thing. But Happy Trails is also number 69, which clean your gutters over there.
Yeah, treasure trails.
It's overused.
Agreed.
I don't like 93. I like 56 and I like 53.
You got to hit them all. This is power rankings.
Power rankings. Number 93 is all thumbs.
Oh.
You ever seen a guy with all thumbs? No, because you've never fucking seen a guy with all thumbs. So, all thumbs, you know what it derived from, right?
No.
You know what all thumbs means, right?
Just clumsy.
Yeah, just a clumsy guy, an idiot, a moron, like somebody who can't catch. He doesn't have all thumbs. If you gave me all thumbs, I could catch anything.
All thumbs are what separate us from
Cats.
Yes.
Right?
Can you imagine a cat with fucking thumbs?
They could do literally anything we could do. All thumbs it's a compliment.
Yes.
If I had all thumbs, imagine back in the day at the taxi stand, holy shit, this guy needs 10 rides. All thumbs that's not a mean thing to say. And imagine how much attention you get if you had, holy shit, does that guy, hold on, 1, 2, 3, that motherfucker has all thumbs.
You know
and we call it like somebody's, pardon my French, not
this show,
especially
10 thumbs up. This is a 10 thumb show.
No shit. Imagine if Siskel and Ebert were all thumbs.
4.5 thumbs.
No shit.
What are you, my ex-wife?
So maybe all thumbs isn't the best thing, but it's number 93. So why don't you cut me some fucking slack here, all right? Am I too close to the microphone? You know what?
Not at all.
Every once in a while, I'd like to say, well, that's all for this week of Crackin Natties. So go fuck yourself. A guy can't catch. He's all thumbs. You're all thumbs. I'm all thumbs. Oh, hey, Butterfingers. Not on the list, I don't think. But
2 left feet.
It's the same. 2 left feet. Probably not. It's the same thing. Imagine how cool it would be.
Your left foot is better than my right foot.
No shit. Who are you to judge if I've got what side my feet are on? I don't think it's that bad. Oh, this guy, he's all thumbs. Oh, so he's a fucking genius? End of story.
Great pianist.
Imagine having 10 thumbs and trying to be a pianist. Penis. Just a little bit of that. Oh, all thumbs is the best. All right, number 56. My favorite number. 56, my favorite number in the world. Just happened to come up. How long's the freaking?
It's a good laugh track.
Why is it so
need
long?
Because it's mine, and I don't tell funny jokes.
These last two they're good and they're serious. Number 56. I need a drink.
Oh, that's never a bad situation.
Hold on. Do you? Like what? Okay, you can drink whenever you want.
Absolutely.
Like, I need it.
Let's be fair. You can drink whenever you want to. You've got a fantastic job. You work with your family. I work on a radio station. It is actually illegal for me to drink on
Bullshit.
the job.
You should be drunker than me. My
Have
job.
you read the FCC manual? I
Yeah,
cannot
twice.
operate the board, the
that's-
control board, under the influence of alcohol.
Why? Why?
It's just
in case you get too good.
Yeah, apparently, I'm getting loosey goosey.
Oh, but if you're in the tree service, you can drink at lunch.
well, yeah.
Everybody operates heavy machinery. If you're listening, OSHA, go finger yourself with all your thumbs.
All your thumbs. 10 thumbs up.
But like, boy, I need a drink. Well, fuck, you don't need it. Nobody needs a drink. Go have a fucking drink. I don't need a drink at lunch. All right.
Then get one.
Then get a drink. You don't have to run over like 2 blocks and be like, I need a drink.
Maybe that's something they said on the Happy Trail. Like, fuck, I need a drink. Like,
There
there's
you go.
no water
Yeah,
anywhere.
on the Oregon Trail, like,
Yeah.
like I need. When they originally said I need a drink, motherfucker, they needed water. Like we're talking about, like, man, I could really use a drink, like a beer or a mixed drink. Like, why don't you just finish out your day?
Yeah, find a crick.
It's not that convenience stores sell them. You don't need to tell everybody that you were. Oh, and everything I talk about when it goes is like, oh, I need a drink. Like, really, is your voice always that low? Like, I need a drink. Go get a fucking drink. It's not. It's like, yeah, I've said it every day for the last 20 years. But boy, I tell you what, I don't need. I don't know, but I tell you what I do need, and that is a drink. All right, it's cool.
Need less problems and more drinks.
And all that. Boy, I could use a drink. Okay, have fun.
Well, then offer him one. Be like,
Yeah, okay.
Here's a Pepsi.
I don't know. I've got this. Oh,
That's
not
not what
that.
I meant.
Not what I
No.
meant. Oh, so you really need a drink? Fuck out of here. Number 56. I need a drink.
Then get one.
Then get a drink. Nobody needs a drink. We need water to survive. That's the only time we ever need a drink. The guy on 127 Hours that was trapped in the cave, did you see it? The
He had
movie
to
with the thing.
cut his own arm off, yeah.
He needed a drink. The only guy in the history of civilization that needed a drink.
Did he
was that
drink
guy.
his own blood?
Did he go blood?
He had to have.
Because he had whatever he had. He didn't pee. He couldn't pee up. Could he pee it and drink his pee? He did the pee thing, didn't he?
He had, yeah. At that point, your arm's stuck in a rock. You're drinking anything.
Well,
you can.
whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything. I finally got to an episode of I Can't Go Here.
That's the name of the show. Is Can't Go Here.
Dahmer.
Oh,
He started.
Shiloh finished it the other night. I'm trying to fall asleep, and she's watching Dahmer have sex
man.
and
that
then
shit's fucked up.
eat him.
He was drinking blood and shit. That guy didn't need anything, and he was an alcoholic.
He
so
didn't need a drink.
He did not need a drink. That guy didn't need anything, but I need a drink. I need a drink. Frank, excuse me.
Then get one.
Oh, number 53. This is a good one because
Siri went 56, 53. What a random bitch.
Alexa did it last night. She doesn't know shit either, by the way. It's good because you hear it a lot. Number 53, they'll sleep good tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been anywhere with your kids?
I feel like I think I've said that.
No, you fucking kidding me? I said it fucking last night, bro. I was out. I told you earlier today. I was with the kids. I don't know if I said it, but whoo-wee.
You thought it.
You know, any guy at any play place, playground, jump zone, jump park, fuck, any place in the world, any guy over the age of 59 is there with his grandchildren or something, and he's just laying back in the back, and you know, he's going to sleep good tonight no matter what, but he's watching those kids, and he's watching kids, he's like, ooh-wee. He's like, they'll sleep good tonight.
Right.
Like, you think so, girl?
Right.
I'm like,
Crackheads.
I'm like, what are you going to...
Ooh-wee, mister.
What are you gonna come to my house and make sure? What if they can't sleep? What is it, narcolepsy? What if they have that? You don't know my fucking kids. Get off me. What do you know who's gonna sleep good tonight? What about me? What about me? How am I gonna sleep tonight? Huh? You ever think about anybody but yourself? Get away from me. What do you know about my kids?
Insomnia is what you were thinking.
What's narcolepsy? Is that what
It's when they just
said?
fall asleep.
Oh,
for no
the opposite of
reason. Yeah, the
narcolepsy.
opposite.
So when I snapped on Grandpa there about
No, it was justified.
well, who's he to tell my kids if they're gonna
Fuck
sleep?
him.
Seriously? They'll sleep good tonight. How do you know they're gonna? What do you know about my kids? I keep them up all night. What do you know what goes on behind closed doors? What are you watching me? Ooh.
What if for bedtime I tell them stories of how you raised me, you son of a bitch? And
Yeah, and I don't even know
afraid
you.
to fall asleep.
Don't tell me my kids will sleep. Don't tell me anything about anybody sleeping good tonight. What are you, the melatonin fairy? You don't know anything.
Go to sleep, children.
What are you watching us? They should probably sleep good tonight if it was my choice. What? They'll sleep good tonight. Everybody
He says it at 4:30.
It's a grandfather, but we all say it.
Yeah.
And I've said it. It's a filibuster. It's one of the bigger filibusters.
I'll give you that.
You've been at the trampoline park.
Yep.
You've been at the crazy fun zones and all this bullshit when the other dad's standing next to you and you've got little in common and it's like, well, they'll sleep good tonight. And he's like, hey, and then all of a sudden you're best friends. So it's awful.
It's a conversation starter.
It's a conversation starter.
How's the weather?
Yeah. Well,
crazy weather we're having. My wife, Monday night, we'll all sleep good tonight.
yeah.
I redid a whole fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Why are you going to sleep good tonight?
Oh, shit. What did you do to sleep good tonight?
To be fair, she was
Oh, please.
pretty into it.
Please.
But she didn't go to sleep until 11.
Really?
Yeah.
So she didn't sleep that good that night?
No, she didn't.
What happens if everybody doesn't sleep good that night? You go find that guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, Nostradamus, guess what didn't happen? Nobody fucking slept good.
You owe me a nap.
So maybe next time, my family's business. Creep.
You promised me
Yeah.
a good sleep.
Those kids will sleep good tonight. Don't you ever bring that to my family. Don't you ever harm my family that way and tell me they'll sleep good tonight. I got a daughter who will not sleep sideways, crooked, upside down, whatever. Don't tell her. Don't tell her she's not going to sleep. What about me, Dad? What about me? When am I going to sleep good tonight? You don't think about me, do you? Fuck them kids.
I've never felt closer to you.
I know, man. Appreciate that. Well, that's the show. Don't tell me it's an out. Fuck, Frank. I feel like
25 minutes, right?
I felt like this show was.
We still got all those headlines to hit.
No, the headlines are gone. I did this. I was going to end with the big idea. I've got a big idea. It's an hour. If you liked what we're doing and if the things go good, I'm going to save the big idea. I got a big idea for you.
All right.
And actually, I'm probably going to talk to you off air.
Okay, all right.
But
It's fine.
we can talk about it. Shit. I think I got to everything I don't know. We'll have to re-listen. It was fun. But let's just... I like that for a sec.
Crackin Natties. Crackin Natties. Crackin Natties. F it. Let's crack some natties.
Guy said of all his situations, it was the stickiest.
Oh.
No?
No, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.